A crime to even suggest gun control? You better click to find out. More and this on SourceFed. A congressman over in Missouri is joining forces with a growing number of states who are taking a very firm stand against gun control by trying to criminalize it. You heard that correctly, or maybe you didn't and you need to rewind the video. I don't know. State Representative Mike Lear is sponsoring a bill that would make it a Class D felony to propose gun control legislation. Ironically, that means that proposing gun control legislation would be as punishable as carrying a gun without a permit, or making a prank call to 911, or fraud, or vehicular homicide, which is when you pick up a car and beat somebody to death with it. How all of those things are in the same category is completely baffling to me. This Class D felony would not exceed 4 years. Hopefully that sentencing would never happen, however, and this proposal is just more of like a dramatic political chest pounding than an actual proposal to help better protect the freedom of our society, right? Well, Wyoming, Texas, Mississippi, and Tennessee are also proposing this type of legislation, which would prevent other legislation. Because when you fear that your government is getting too powerful, the only course of action left is to make the government more powerful. And nothing sways pro-gun control advocates from their staunch anti-gun stances more so than assuring them that their actions will lead to being locked up. It's the old fire and brimstone approach to politics. Like, I don't agree with what you have to say, and I disagree with what you're trying to do, so therefore I'm going to dub your actions a crime. It makes sense. Now, I'm not gonna make anybody happy here because I happen to think that all of this like political mumbo jumbo and like weird arguing using legislation is really embarrassing and a huge waste of tax dollars, but I'm also pro-gun. Here's the thing, you can't trample on the First Amendment in order to protect the Second Amendment. That's like trying to follow the 10 Commandments and your neighbor pulls up in like a sweet new Mercedes and you don't want to be envious of your neighbor, so you murder him. But no one side of anything is ever void of dumbness, and this legislation was in response to Missouri's HB 545. That was essentially a confiscation bill, meaning those in possession of certain types of firearms would have to return them in 90 days. The idea of a confiscation bill is basically like a pro-gunman's worst nightmare. So, question time. What is wrong with people? All right, I love you guys. Like the video, and you can also click that annotation for more stories, unless you're on an iPhone, and then you can't. Joke's on you. Stop trying to click it. No, you can't. It doesn't work on it. I'm sorry. But thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.